Assalamualaikum and very good day to everyone watching. Welcome to our recorded group forum discussion. Today we will discussing a very important topic. How does socio-economic status, things like family income and parental education influence student educational opportunities and outcome in Malaysia? I'm your moderator from this session, and joining me today are four panelists. Each represent a key stakeholder in the education system: a school leader, a teacher, a parent, and a community leader. Together, we will explore the challenge and support system related to educational equality, especially for students from disadvantaged backgrounds. Let's begin. Let's start with the school leader. As a principal or headmaster, you have a big responsibility in shaping the school environment. So, the first question is, how does the socio-economic status of your student population affect the school ability to deliver quality education?
Okay, thank you to our moderator. My name is Muhammad Irfan Nabil and my role is a school leader. Okay, first of all, in my point of view, the socio-economic status of the student population directly affect a school ability to deliver quality education by shaping access to resources, student readiness, and overall support system. Schools in low SES communities often face funding shortage, higher student needs, and fewer enrichment opportunities, making it essential for school leaders to implement equity-focused strategies and community partnership to close gaps and support every learner.
Thank you. The second question is, what initiative or intervention has your school implemented to help students from lower income background?
So, as a school leader, our school has implemented a comprehensive support system to assist students from lower income background. This includes financial aid such as fee waivers and subsidies for meals, uniform and transport, academic support through free tutoring and access to learning device, well-being programs like free breakfast and counseling service, and ensuring equal access to extracurricular activities. We also actively collaborate with parents, NGO, and community partners to provide additional resources and support, helping every student thrive regardless of their financial background.
The third question is, in your view, are current government, police, and funding mechanism sufficient and address inequalities among schools in different socio-economic areas?
So, in my point of view, I believe that while current government policy and funding mechanism show a genuine effort to reduce inequalities among schools, they are not yet fully sufficient to close gap between schools in different socio-economic areas. Many policies such as financial assistance program and targeting funding are helpful, but challenges remain in terms of consistent of resources distribution, infrastructure development, and long-term support. Schools in lower income areas often face deeper systematic issues such as lack of access to quality facilities, experienced teacher, and holistic student support that require more sustained, flexible, and context-sensitive. Greater autonomy in fund usage, community partnership, and stronger monitoring of impact could further improve equity in our education system.
Thank you, Fanabil. Now let's hear from a teacher. In the classroom, teachers interact with students from all walks of life every day. The first question is, how do students from different socio-economic backgrounds perform and behave differently in your classroom?
Thank you, moderator. My name is Brenda. From my experience as a teacher, students from high-income families usually come prepared and more confident because they have support at their home Meanwhile, students with low income family may struggle to keep up with their academics due to limited resources.
That's very informative. Next, what challenge do you face in delivering equitable teaching when some students have access to more learning support at home?
Actually, it is hard to make sure all students have the chance to succeed. Some get help at home meanwhile others don't. As a teacher, I am worried that students with fewer resources fall behind, especially during online learning or group projects.
The third question is, how do you adapt your teaching strategies to meet the needs of students from B40 or disadvantaged background?
I will give more support, use simple material, and allow flexible deadline. I will also help the student to print their notes for their study, and lastly, I will focus most on effort and progress than just final scores.
Thank you for your response. Now, from the perspective of a parent, we know that support from home plays a key role in a child's academic journey. So the first question is, what difficulties do you face in supporting your child education due to financial or time constraints?
Thank you, moderator. My name is Muhammad Suziman and my role is parent. My answer for the question number one, as parent, one of the main difficulties is affording educational resources such as book, school supplies, and curricular activity. These costs can quickly add up, and with limited income, it's often hard to prioritize them alongside basic necessities like food and housing. Additionally, my work schedule is quietly demanding, which leave me with little time to help my children with homework or engage in their learning. This lack of time can make challenging to stay involved in their education.
Okay, the second question is, how do you feel your child academic potential is affected by your family income level or education background?
As a parent, I believe that my family income level does impact my child academic potential. While my child is bright and motivated, financial stress can create an environment that makes it harder for them to focus on their study. They may also miss out on opportunities like tutoring or enrichment program that could enhance their learning. Moreover, my own educational background limits my ability to provide guidance in certain subjects, which can affect their confidence and performance in school.
The third question is, what kind of support from school or government would help you better support your children's learning journey?
For the last question, my answer is to better support my child learning journey. I believe that more accessible resources and program will be beneficial. For example, school could offer or subsidies tutoring service after school program that cater to student from low income families. Additionally, government initiative that provide financial assistance for education material and technology would help alleviate some of the burden we face. Workshop for parents on how to support their children be valuable, as they could equip us with the skill and knowledge needed to foster a positive learning environment.
Thank you for your honest opinion, Awang Suziman. Finally, let's hear from our community leader.
Thank you.
Community support can be powerful influence on a student motivation and access resource. The first question is, what are the biggest educational challenge faced by families in your community due to a low socio-economic status?
Thank you for moderator. My name is Abdul Nizam bin Mukhtar and my role is a community leader. My answer for the question by given is Family in our community, especially those in the B14 group, face several interconnected educational challenges due to the economic circumstance like financial strain. Even though education is mostly free in public school, hidden costs such as transportation, school uniform, tuition class, and examination fees and learning materials can be a heavy burden. Some students even drop out to help support their families.
Thank you. The second question is, how does your organization or local community have bridged the educational gap for disadvantaged students?
As a community leader, our organization and local community have taken several practical and collaborative steps to help reduce the educational inequality faced by disadvantaged students, especially those from B14 families, like free tuition and mentoring program. We organize free after-school tuition class, especially for core subjects like mathematics, science, and English.
Lastly, what collaborative effort between school, families, and communities can be strengthened to improve educational outcome for B40 students?
To improve educational outcome for B40 students, collaborative effort between school, families, and community must be more inclusive, structured, and sustained. The following key effort can be strengthened like community learning hubs. Establish neighbor-based learning center run by volunteer or NGO to provide free tutoring, internet access, and digital literacy class.
Very good point. Thank you for sharing, Abzaniza. Thank you for all your valuable contribution. Today, we have seen how social economic status affect education from multiple perspectives, from access to resource to parental support and community intervention. It's clear that addressing this issue requires cooperation across all sectors. Let us hope that through continued discussion and action, we can help build a more equitable and inclusive education system for all Malaysian students. With that, we conclude our discussion. Thank you and have a great day.